everyone, so today I am going to be making a rhinestone hat. I'm going to fill the bill with rhinestones using a template that I made. I'm also going to be using Glitterglitzchic rhinestones for this one. I think this is rose gold. Yeah, rose gold. I do not have a hat press. I do have a flat heat press. So I'm going to be showing you how I do it using what I have. I'm also going to be using regular cardstock and not the flock. But flock is better. You can also purchase that from Glitterglitzchic. But today's project is basically showing you how to use what you already have. And I'm going to be using my silhouette cameo to cut out my template. You can find my template at craftsmadepersonal.com. So let's get started. Okay, first things first is I'm going to load my machine. And I am going to start cutting. This may take a few minutes to do, but once it's all cut, I will come back and then we will brush in our rhinestones together. Okay, so I have my template already cut out, and as you can see, there's certain spots, like right here, that didn't cut out properly. So that's why I say that flock is better, but today, like I said, we're using what we have. I'm gonna show you what to do once we get to that part where it didn't cut out properly. So I have my piece of tape laid out, and what I normally do is I put tape on the bottom, just on the bottom of the cardstock. Okay, so I have it on the bottom, and what I do is I take my hand and I just flatten it out, just smooth it out all the way to the tape. That way you can take out most of the air pockets. I'm gonna do the same thing for the sides. I'm gonna tape down the sides so we can try to get it to lay down flat as possible. You take your hand and you want to just go outward. That helps it lay down a little bit flatter. Do the same thing for this side on the cardstock and go from middle to out. All right, so now it's flat as possible that we can get it. And I'm going to take my rose gold rhinestones. I should have mixed this with some gold as well. Do I want to? Okay, I'll just go with the rose gold. And just dump it all out. I have my brush, my rhinestone brush, and you just want to go in circular motions until you can get all the rhinestones inside of the circles. And I'm not going to bore you with this part. So once again, once I'm done with this, I will be back. Okay, over here I have two spots where the rhinestones didn't brush in, and over here I have two spots where it didn't cut all the way through. So I would advise getting the sticky flock to cut out your rhinestones, but again, like I said, we're working with what we have. So what I do is I have my little tool, my pickup tool, whatever you call it, and I'm just picking up my rhinestone, putting it on the end and dropping it right in that circle. For the spots that didn't cut, I'm just going to lay it on top of that area. And then we want to get our transfer sheets. Once we have everything in place, intact, we want to get our transfer tape, which I have right here. And you want to cut a sheet just enough to go over your rhinestones. And then I'll show you how to place it on top. Now that I have my transfer sheet cut, I'm just going to peel away the end and just peel it off of the backer. Peel off the backer, yeah. Hold it on both sides. And I'm going to put it kind of like in a U shape, and I'm going to drop it down. Oh, crud. Sometimes, and this is real life so you know what to prepare for, sometimes the rhinestone picks up before you place it down in the correct spot. Sometimes you can just push it down back into place, and other times you just have to lift up your wait until you lift up your transfer sheet to fix the rhinestones on the other side. But these are just some things that you may run into sometimes to be aware of. So what I'm going to do is take my brush, brush it down, the ones that are in place, and see right in this area it lifted up early. No big deal. Just make sure the other ones are on there pretty good. And I'm going to lift this up. And actually, let's see. And as you're lifting up, some of them are still staying within the template, but that's fine. Just pull it up, and you got most of them here. You see the ones that's flipped over? We just need to take our little rhinestone tool and flip the back over into place. All right, so this does take a little bit of time, especially when that happens, but if you want the project done, you'll stick with it. So just keep doing that until you get all the rhinestones back in the right place, if this happens to you. All right, the rhinestones are all laid out. And so on the transfer sheet, so because we have this excess paper, sticky paper, I'm going to cut right along the edge of it, around the edge. And I'm just gliding the transfer sheet as I go, cutting each part off, putting it to the side so it doesn't get stuck accidentally to any of the rhinestones. So you just want to go all the way around, staying as close to the rhinestones as possible, and just taking your hand to gently glide it and turn it around and chopping off what you don't need. I'm a big stickler on not spending too much time showing you the same thing, repeating it over, so you just go all the way around, and then we always come to the next step. All right, so we have our hat, and we're over here at the heat press. And what I'm going to do is, well, I have this butcher paper on top just to protect the bottom of my platen. So what I'm going to do is use the edge of this. I'm going to put the hat on. You see where the crease is right here? I'm going to lay that on the edge of the platen. I'm not putting the cap on there, just the edge of the bill of the hat. I have my Teflon sheet right here to protect the hat. And I have my heat press set on 320 for 20 seconds, but I'm going to press it for like maybe not 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds on this one side. adhered. So now we're going to do the middle part. Turn it. Do the same thing. Place it on there. Put your protective Teflon sheet on top. So what we're trying to do is get the middle, well, the sides and the middle part, and without burning our hat or our fingers. Come on. Nope, hold on. It keeps sliding. It's probably an easier way, but this is how I'm doing it. All right, stay. I could have put the Teflon sheet on top of the heat press, but no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my Teflon sheet on top of my heat press. Okay, so I can't find my big Teflon sheet, so I'm gonna have to just work with this and just pray that it don't melt. All right, come on. How would I wrap it around like this? How about that? Making sure that the hat is on the edge of the platen. And we're gonna just smush it down. And then again for like 10 seconds. All right. We're gonna do the last side the same way. Probably can loosen it up. It's kind of tight. All right, and that's just to pretty much tack it down for now. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it back under here. Maybe I should have just did it for the entire 15 seconds, but I didn't. But next time, that's what I'll do. I'll put it for the entire 15 seconds and then just go around. So I'm going back over it, which don't do that because sometimes that can mess up the glue on the back, but just do it for 15-20 seconds. Rotate it. Ooh, that's hot. Trying to make sure the Teflon sheet stays on, but this crazy thing keeps wanting to slide, and I understand why. Because of this curve piece. So what I'll do is back it up some and just press. One more time. And all of the rhinestones should be adhered to the hat. If not, we can always fix that as well. All right, so I'm going to take it off. Kind of peel the back part off. of the heat tape. And we're going to kind of lift it just to see how our rhinestones adhere to the hat. So we're going to just take it off. And if any is missing, then we'll just replace those rhinestones. All right, let's take it off. Look, all of the rhinestones are on there, except for, it looks like one right here, but I can always add more. And this right here, this space right here, you can either leave it or you can add more rhinestones in that spot. For me, I think I'm going to add, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to add one row right there. And you can, I have two different types of hot fix heat things. I don't know what it's called. Yep, sorry, I don't know what it's called. It's an applicator wand. So this one you just plug in and you put the rhinestone, like you have to have the rhinestone already in place. Just pretend this is the hat. Have it in place and just hold it down. After it heats up, you hold it down on there for like maybe 5 seconds, and then it will adhere to the hat. I also have this hot fix heat applicator that I got from Amazon. This comes off. It actually has a button where you can you push in this button and it will suck up the rhinestone, and it also heats it up on the hat for you, whatever garment that you have. So, but I won't add the rhinestones on today, but because I'm still trying to decide whether I like it like this or do I want to add on another row. So I think that is pretty much it, how you can add rhinestones onto your hat. And if you want to, you can add on like a patch right here. Let me see if I can find my patch I have. Okay, so here's the leather patch that I made that I'm thinking about adding on to the front. And so pretty much basically that's it. That's how I add rhinestones onto the bill of my hat and add that little extra bling. So if you have any questions, of course, just leave it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer all of them for you. All right, bye.